A resident. According to a Maine State Police spokesperson, a vehicle was traveling on 19th Avenue when the driver crashed into a home at the intersection of 19th Avenue and Bellevue Street in Madagascar. The driver and resident have both died as a result of the crash. The circumstances leading up to the crash are being investigated. Police say additional information will be released at a later time. Switching gears to a much lighter note, Saturday kicked off the 40th Maine Maple Sunday weekend. Devin Dagnall met with the owners and operators of the Williams family farm to see how they celebrate.
It's all hands on deck for this type of thing, and our family is big into all hands on deck.
Although the Williams family farm has only been producing maple syrup for 5 years, they've managed to make Maine Maple Sunday a multi-generational affair in their family.
We have 3 sons, and they are all involved in what we do. Daughter-in-law is the one that helps make the popcorn. My dad is actually here today, counting people and shooting the bull with anybody that wants to talk.
To celebrate the weekend, the family opens their doors and showcases all the creative ways they've learned to use maple syrup. Every year, the family comes up with new treats to serve with their product.
This year we have added maple sugar, and we also use that maple sugar to make our maple kettle corn.
Our son and daughter-in-law actually made all of our kettle corn for this weekend.
The owners of the farm, John and Eileen Williams, both say their favorite part about the weekend is getting to see all the other happy families.
Getting them outside and actually tapping trees and explaining to them what it's all about, what we do, and why we enjoy it so much.
When a big group of one family comes, that's a lot of fun, just to see an event, family event.
In Clifton, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A new facility offering addiction treatment services opened Friday. Our David Ledford spoke with representatives about the growing need for care.
Let's make it official. 1, 2, 3. Yay!
Everest Recovery officially opened its new opioid treatment center in Manchester with the help of Governor Janet Mills. The center will offer comprehensive services for those with opioid use disorder starting in mid-April. Peter Morris, co-founder and CEO of Everest Recovery, says that the group hopes to fill a dire need in the state.
You can't miss it. The opioid epidemic is ravaging the state of Maine, the entire nation, and certainly with the onset of fentanyl, it's gotten even worse. Getting folks into medication-assisted treatment allows them to re-engage with their families, regain employment, and just live a productive life.
The location is Everest's second center in Maine, following the opening of a facility in Saco last year. And this marks the third treatment center to open after nearly 10 years without a new facility in the state. During the ceremony, Governor Mills also announced that Everest Recovery will be the latest group to join Maine's Opioid Health Home program, which further aids those seeking treatment.
My administration will continue to do all we can to stop drugs from reaching Maine, to prevent addiction at an early age, to treat addiction when we couldn't prevent it, to set people on a long, lifelong path to recovery, and above all else, to save lives.
State officials say the opening of the facility is an important step in widening the scope of Maine's medical care moving forward and increasing the availability of methadone, a medication used to treat opioid use disorder.
We need to avoid them driving an hour or 2 hours. So every time we can put a treatment facility closer to where people are living, it's helpful. The medication-assisted treatment has very much been stigmatized. And we need to mainstream it as part of medical care.
To learn about treatment options, visit everestrecovery.com. In Manchester, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
One event continues to prove that science can actually be fun, as the Maine Science Festival continued Saturday with a variety of interactive learning displays where community members were invited to attend free of charge. This year marks the 8th festival since the event began in 2015 with workshops on science, engineering, and virtual reality. Hosted by the Maine Discovery Museum, the celebration of all things science is completely free to the public.
We want science to be accessible for everyone. We want everyone to feel like they can come here and they can learn and see that science isn't necessarily what they might think of. There's so many different types of science. We also have a lot of art and culture that has science interpreted into it.
The festival wrapped up on Sunday with a scavenger hunt and activities for learners of all ages in downtown Bangor. To learn more about the festival and future events, visit mainsciencefestival.org. In other news, Mainers local to Bangor and Brewer now have a new opportunity to go green. Reporter Devin Dagnall and chief photographer David Simpson spoke with business owners that are making it happen.
The worst thing you can do with food is throw it away.
One Earth Composting is a business that wants to make the world a better place by taking care of your food waste. Owner Matt Saunders goes door to door picking up scraps in his green buckets so it can be composted.
I'm the business guy. My wife wants to save the world, so composting is an integral part of that.
The business started in Hamden, but recently Saunders expanded the area of his clientele to include Bangor and Brewer. For $25 a month, customers have the peace of mind that they are helping reduce greenhouse gases by having their food waste composted. After the buckets are collected, they are taken to the Chickadee Compost Facility, where the nearly year-long process begins.
We build a pile, we move it onto this pad, and then we turn those piles about once a week for the first couple of months, and then less frequently over the following few months, and then we just let it sit for another 2 or 3 months.
The owner and operator of Chickadee Compost, Kate Tompkins, says once the process is complete, the compost can be used as an excellent fertilizer, and she sells it by the bucket or by the yard for bulk buyers. In Surrey, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The Penobscot Commissioner's Office has awarded $25,000 to a local nonprofit dedicated to providing affordable housing opportunities to the homeless. Design Wall Housing offers potential tenants access to resources to aid in their transition out of homelessness. The two co-founders have extensive backgrounds in social work services and strong connections throughout Penobscot County. President Robin Sandow is a mental health therapist and says the organization has a team of 30-plus volunteers ready to connect people to local resources ranging from rides to recovery meetings or free diaper programs.
It takes more than just a business relationship to make something like this work. That I am really invested in connecting with the people that we house.
Basically just trying to get people housed and trying to get them to grow back to where they were or forward, either way.
The co-founders are working to purchase a vacant building by the end of May, and they are planning a fundraiser this spring to support that purchase. Let's turn things over to Conrad Supinski, who's in now with the first look at our forecast.
Thank you so much, AJ. Happy Sunday to you. Pretty mild start to the day today. Temperatures hovering close to 33 degrees. Bar Harbor, same story. So we were melting a lot more snow. Millinocket, though, into the Greenville region. Temperatures slightly below freezing. So not much snow was really melting. We did add a little bit more snow. High temperatures, though, check that out. 42 degrees here in town, mid-40s by Bar Harbor. But look just down south into Waterville and closer to the coast. Portland came up with temperatures close to 50 degrees. We were pretty clear. We do have some, I would say, overcast conditions. We will start to improve. Clouds will finally start to break up, and we will be clear very, very shortly. Winds are starting to calm down right now. 5 miles an hour here in town. The coast does have a little breezy conditions into Bar Harbor at around 7 miles per hour. Our hour-by-hour forecast does show temperatures tonight cool enough and hovering close to the freezing mark. AJ?
Thanks, Conrad. We'll be back after these commercials. Stay with us.
It wasn't just a little bit of soot on an old family photo. It wasn't just a couple of books soaked in water. And when you called Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration, you were not just another customer. That family photo hangs high yet again, and those irreplaceable first editions stay cemented in history. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Perfect.
Nice.
As long as we're imagining.
Give it up for your reigning fishing champion!
Me?
Oh, come on.
Right now, you could get affordable 3.99% financing on an all-wheel drive Camry. And every Camry comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and Toyota Safety Sense.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Don't miss host Lenny Kravitz, plus Taylor Swift, Pink, and more.
Thank you, iHeartRadio.
The iHeartRadio Music Awards this Monday live on Fox.
The team competition is now over.
This is what I came for.
It's time to separate the pretenders from the contenders.
To all the people that doubted me.
With a shocking elimination.
Oh my gosh.
I am devastated. All new Next Level Chef, Thursday at 8, 7 Central on Fox.
The UMaine Graduate Workers Union celebrated its public launch with a rally Friday. We heard from union members who say it's time the university established better working conditions.
This is what democracy looks like. Show me what a union looks like. This is what a union looks like.
Research, teaching, and graduate assistants came together to create the UMaine Graduate Workers Union. Their goal is to negotiate with the University of Maine school system to create higher working standards.
Low wages, terrible health care that we have to pay usually from our own pockets, the 50% contribution, which is unheard of among other land grants in New England.
More than 1,000 graduate workers throughout the UMaine system have joined the union. Organizers claim that graduate workers are experiencing problems well beyond low wages.
There's a lot of us that have not been getting paid on time.
A master's student studying at the Climate Change Institute talks about a few of the union's goals.
Build solidarity amongst grad workers, for the university to voluntarily recognize our democratic consensus on cars and agree to meet with us, treat us as equal bargaining partners.
Union members have expressed the need to visit food pantries to survive and sacrificing medical treatments due to health plans not including dental or vision options.
Choosing between ignoring my health or paying premium costs out of pocket for necessary health care. My eyes and teeth are not external additions to me.
The university has released a statement stating, quote, "We very much value our graduate student workers as they are a vital part of the campus community. We recognize the right to unionize. The university will await the outcome of the election, and at that time we'll have further discussions with our graduate students and or the appropriate union representatives." End quote. UMaine graduate workers say they are open to working with the university to establish better working conditions and benefits. In Orono, AJ Douglas, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News. The Bangor School Department will soon receive settlement money from a class action lawsuit over youth e-cigarette use. The school board unanimously voted on Wednesday to accept a settlement agreement with popular e-cigarette maker Juul Labs and Altria, the parent company of Juul, and several tobacco companies. Bangor is one of 1,000 school departments across the United States that sued Juul as a part of the lawsuit. According to Bangor School Department's representatives, settlement funds will be spent on vaping prevention and nicotine addiction services for youth. Representatives say the department is currently reviewing data and formulating a plan in order to prevent future addiction in schools. The amount the department will receive from the settlement has not yet been disclosed. Some Maine middle schoolers took their futures into their own hands. Our David Ledford spoke with students to learn more about the event.
We're going to learn how to do surgery on a digital table.
I learned how to plug a tire if you ever got stranded in the woods or something like that.
We just learned to wrap a fractured bone.
Close to 90 middle schoolers had an early start to their Saturday mornings and their futures at the Hancock County Technical Center in Ellsworth. The center hosted a learning camp where kids could experience a wide array of career paths firsthand, including automotive technology, early childhood development, culinary arts, and more.
Sixth grade may say, I'm not really sure what I want to do right now, but if we can expose them to these things now and really get them in a hands-on learning opportunity, I think it provides us a better step for their future, maybe a pathway that they find that they really have a passion for.
The center has offered this camp to students in the past, but for the first time, it is completely free of charge to encourage Maine kids to experience a wider array of opportunities. Some high school students also took part in the event by sharing their experiences with a younger generation.
It feels great because I was in their position not too long ago going, oh, what program do I want to do? Because I want to go to a technical school, and now I get to help these kids ignite their passion for technical school. I mean, I didn't know I liked automotive technology until I came here.
Hancock County Technical Center Director Bill Tracy says that offering kids a head start goes a long way.
That's another thing that absolutely warms my heart, just knowing that they're here, knowing what this could do for our community down the road and for these students and their futures.
In Ellsworth, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
In national news, a woman in Canada breaks the record for most blood donations in the world. The 80-year-old Alberta woman, Josephine McCulloch, has donated hundreds of units of blood, 203 units throughout her life, to be exact. McCulloch has been donating blood since she was 22 years old. This record surpasses the previous one of 117 units by Medora Kumar in India. When we return from break, the House approved a bill to support parents when it comes to their children's education. And we take a look at the devastating tornado in Mississippi. We'll be right back.
Find out where that road leads. Take on any challenge. When you have the #1 mass market brand and dependability, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Get 2.9% APR for up to 48 months on a new 2023 Forte.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The My Pillow guy.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0.
Wow, it's so soft and smooth.
It's cool to the touch. How did you do that?
Well, we took My Pillow's patented fill and combined it with this new technology that we didn't have back then when I invented My Pillow to bring you the best pillow in history, My Pillow 2.0. Just like all of you, I never imagined that My Pillow could get any better. That's why I haven't changed it in nearly 20 years. Then I heard about a revolutionary new technology, and I knew I had to bring it to you all. My Pillow 2.0 is truly the next generation of My Pillow.
The My Pillow 2.0 is cooler and softer than the last My Pillow. It is so comfortable to sleep on at night. I look forward to going to bed, and I wake up well rested in the morning.
Sleep is all about temperature and height. My Pillow 2.0's patented adjustable fill is going to give you the exact individual support you need from your head to your bed. And now here's where it gets even better. We've all experienced those temperature-related sleep interruptions where you get too hot, you toss and turn, you flip your pillow over to the cool side. Well, all that's gone with my brand new My Pillow 2.0 cooling fabric that's made with temperature-regulating thread.
The best sleep just got even better. Whether you have a MyPillow or not, you need to get the brand new MyPillow 2.0. Call or go to MyPillow.com now. Use your promo code, and for a limited time when you buy one, you'll get a second one absolutely free.
You're sleeping even better.
And cooler, too.
And you're looking good.
Feeling good.
I knew you would.
Visit MyPillow.com.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Powerful storms leave it.
At least 23 people dead in Mississippi after a tornado hit parts of the South. The storm system caused most of the damage in Mississippi. Fox's Rebecca Castor is on the ground to give us a look at the damage and how residents are coping.
Powerful storms leave a trail of destruction in parts of Mississippi and Alabama.
Made it to the tub just in time. By the time we got over in the tub, it was right on top of us. All of a sudden, it got calm, and then all of a sudden, everything just like a big old train or something coming through. And I just got in the hallway at my house.
More than 24 people killed and several others injured following a catastrophic tornado. The powerful EF4 storm rolled through Mississippi Friday night, reducing homes and businesses to rubble and cutting power to tens of thousands. In a statement, President Biden called the images of the devastation heartbreaking.
I never thought we would go through something like this.
The tornado's path stretched over 100 miles, damaging towns including Silver City, Winona, and Amory. Some of the worst damage in the town of Rolling Fork. The community nearly gone after taking a direct hit from the storm. The tornado took down one of the town's 2 water towers, leaving the few residents who still have their homes without running water. More than a dozen shelters have been set up all across the state.
Yeah, everything you work for is gone. But I do have my life.
For the people who live here, the long road to recover is just beginning. FEMA is on the ground, and Mississippi Emergency Management says local and state agencies will be out to help victims impacted by the tornadoes. President Biden has declared a state of major disaster in Mississippi, and the threat is not over. The National Weather Service is also warning of severe weather today in parts of Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama. In Rolling Fork, Mississippi, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.
Republicans want parents to have a bigger say in their kids' education, and they think their bill can get it done. Fox's Chad Pergram reports from Capitol Hill.
The bill is passed.
House Republicans passed legislation Friday dubbed the Parents' Bill of Rights. It requires schools publicize curriculum. That includes providing parents with a list of student reading materials. Schools must offer parents 2 meetings with teachers each year.
It's just another check off on all what we said we would do.
The goal is for parents to have more insight into learning and guard against what Republicans call woke education. Every Democrat voted against the bill.
The extreme MAGA Republicans want to jam their right-wing ideology down the throats of students, teachers, and parents throughout America.
It's another culture war brewing. Last year saw a record number of efforts to censor library books, more than 1,200 attempts, double the amount in 2021. Conservatives registered a majority of those complaints.
Republicans want to ban books on Martin Luther King Jr.
Republicans zeroed in on education as a winning issue for 2024, tapping into parental frustration that they don't have enough say.
Parents had a lot of hard questions for their school board members, and I think school board members didn't want to have to answer those questions.
Democrats, on the other hand, are calling Republicans hypocrites. In an op-ed last week, the education secretary wrote, quote, "Ironically, some of the very politicians who claim to promote freedom are banning books and censoring what students can learn." Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer called the House bill Orwellian. He says the Senate won't consider it. On Capitol Hill, Chad Pergram, Fox News.
The man portrayed as a hero in the 2004 film Hotel Rwanda has been released from prison after his sentence was commuted. The Rwanda government making the decision following diplomacy talks with the U.S. Fox's Kitty Logan has the latest on the story from London.
Paul Rusesabagina, a U.S. resident, has been freed from prison in Rwanda, and he will soon be reunited with his family. The government in Rwanda reduced the 25-year sentence by a presidential order. Paul Rusesabagina had been convicted of terrorism offences in a trial that drew a great deal of criticism. Many, including the US government, called it unfair. Mr. Rusesabagina inspired the film Hotel Rwanda after he saved more than 1,000 ethnic Tutsis during the 1994 genocide. He sheltered them in his hotel. He then received the US Presidential Medal of Freedom for his act of courage. He later went to live in Belgium but disappeared in 2020 during a trip to Dubai. His family claim he was illegally detained there. He was taken to Rwanda against his will, they say, to stand trial. Mr. Rusesabagina thanked officials from the US government for helping to secure his release. He's expected to leave Rwanda in the coming days and has promised to keep a low profile politically as part of the terms of his pardon. It has taken some pretty intense diplomatic pressure from the US government to secure his release. President Biden says he welcomes what he calls good news.
Ukraine's top security officials is denouncing his plans to station tactical nuclear weapons in neighboring Belarus. This would mark the first time Russia has moved its nukes outside its borders since the 1990s. Putin says he made the move in response to Great Britain sending armor-piercing ammunition to Ukrainian forces. Fox's Mike Tobin has more from Kyiv, Ukraine.
There has been an explosion south of Moscow which threatens to deepen the tensions here. Russia's TASS news agency, controlled by the government, cites local police saying the explosion was caused by a Ukrainian Tupolev Tu-141 drone. Russian news agencies say the crater caused by the blast is 50 feet wide and 15 feet deep. 3 people are reportedly injured. The location is 110 miles south of Moscow, 180 miles east of the Ukrainian border. The little town where it hit is called Kiryutsk. Ukraine denies they did it. Less than a week ago, Ukraine did claim responsibility for a drone attack in Russian-controlled Crimea. In that case, Ukraine says they hit a shipment of Russian cruise missiles. Ukraine, meantime, is calling for an emergency meeting of the UN to counter what they call the Kremlin's nuclear blackmail. That follows Vladimir Putin's announcement that Russia will deploy tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus. The weapons would be controlled by Russia, just based in Belarus. Putin used an announcement by the British military that they're supplying Ukraine with depleted uranium rounds as political support for the move. Putin compared depleted uranium to a dirty bomb. That's not true. Depleted uranium is an armor-piercing round, not a radiological weapon. And Putin says he is just mirroring the strategy of the U.S.
Why do the Americans deploy nuclear weapons at their allies on their territory, train their crews, pilots on how to use this type of weapon if needed? We agreed that we will do the same, without violating our obligations. I emphasize, without violating our international obligations on the non-proliferation of nuclear weapons.
The ground war is concentrated in the east, most of it focusing around the small town of Bakhmut. This despite the reports that Russia is redeploying its resources elsewhere. In Kyiv, Mike Tobin, Fox News.
We'll be right back after this break. Stay with us.
You just wait around a minute. Something awful's bound to happen. You saved me. That's what we're here for.
911 Lone Star, Tuesday on Fox.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Here at Garrett's Auto Sales, we believe in fair prices, superior service, and always treating the customer right. We have a fantastic selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from, with some priced under $10,000. All our vehicles come with a complimentary 30-day warranty and can be seen at garrettsauto.com. Come see us at Garrett's Auto Sales, where we focus on you, the customer. We're located just 2 miles from the Brewer Walmart on Route 1A. We look forward to meeting you.
Here at Black Fly Coffee Company, quality will never be compromised. No matter what type of coffee you choose, whether it's hot, iced, or frozen, you can feel confident that our products are the highest caliber. We're here to assist you with your morning cup of joe, along with your mid-afternoon pick-me-up. And while here, grab a pastry for a snack. We always have fresh pastries available from a local business right here in the area. We look forward to meeting you soon.
Hewitt Lift and Rolodoc creates
the strongest, simplest, and most reliable dock system.
With one simple goal:
to get you on the lake
faster and easier than anyone else.
Because at Hewitt, we build stronger.
After 40 years of quality building, we get it.
Hewitt family builds for your family.
For your family.
For your family.
Stand on the solid foundation of the Hewitt family.
Docks, pontoon legs, and boat lifts.
You work hard, play harder. You deserve a Hewitt.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
An ongoing debate that has been discussed in our own backyards here in Maine is affecting communities nationwide. For example, a public library director in the Washington, D.C. area is concerned about an upward trend. Our Fox's Adrian DiPiazza has a story.
New data from the American Library Association says there were over 1,200 demands to censor library books last year.
It's an abridgment of your freedom.
Almost double the number the year before.
We've been tracking it pretty closely that we were experiencing record numbers in book challenges.
Arlington County Library Director Diane Kresh says books most frequently targeted for censorship at libraries are written by or are about people of color and the LGBTQ community.
I think the books should be allowed in libraries no matter what they're saying. I think that there's a freedom of speech.
And it doesn't have to be just contemporary authors. It's James Baldwin, it's Toni Morrison, it's classics of American literature.
In 2020, the classic To Kill a Mockingbird was on the list of the top 10 most challenged books in the country, which shocked some people, Fox 5 spoke to.
Sometimes the truth is kind of harsh, and it may hurt you somewhere deep inside in your feelings, but it doesn't negate the fact that some of these things actually happen.
According to the data, more than 2,500 unique titles were targeted for censorship in 2022. Kresh says Arlington's library system and others are actively resisting.
They are facing the challenges, that they are willing to meet with groups, that they are willing to stand up for the integrity of their collections.
Kresh says librarians will suggest books based on a reader's interest, but will never push an opinion or ideology.
You have the right to choose what you read, the opinions that you hold, how you think, and how you arrive at the decisions that are best for you.
Often it can be easy to take safe drinking water for granted, but as the United Nations wrapped up its 2023 water conference on Friday, leaders say the world continues experiencing a water crisis that's resulting in more than 1 million deaths every year. Fox's Kevin Cork reports.
Many of us don't think twice about the water we use for drinking, cooking, and bathing, with it pretty much a given that clean water will come out of our pipes when we turn on the faucet. But around the world, it's a different, devastating story.
Water is a human right.
According to the United Nations, a quarter of the globe lacks access to safe drinking water.
1 in 4 people lives without safely managed water services. Over 1.7 billion people lack basic sanitation.
And the consequences are catastrophic. The UN reports roughly 1.4 million people die each and every year from a variety of diseases linked to contaminated water, hazardous sanitation practices, and poor hygiene.
It's not easy. Some of our kids get stomach infections. I've got a pregnant sister currently in the house who has an infection.
But a lack of safe water doesn't just contribute to severe health problems.
Water scarcity exacerbates conflict and disrupts peace and security. The United States is committing $49 billion toward equitable, climate-resilient water and sanitation investments at home and around the globe.
Meanwhile, scientists predict the water crisis will worsen in the future. A study by UCLA predicts nearly half of the world's population will experience, quote, severe water stress by 2030. I'm Kevin Cork, Fox News.
Oscar winner Gwyneth Paltrow was the star witness in a courtroom drama Friday. She and a retired doctor are suing each other for a collision on a ski slope 7 years ago. Fox's Caroline Shively has the story.
Actress and business mogul Gwyneth Paltrow testified in a Utah court on Friday about a 2016 skiing accident.
You were furious and said you skied directly into my effing back at the top of your lungs.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I apologize for my bad language.
76-year-old Terry Sanderson is suing the Oscar winner for an incident at Deer Valley Resort. He claims she was out of control on the slope and skied into him, leaving him with brain damage and broken ribs. Paltrow says it was Sanderson who caused the crash and is countersuing him for $1 and attorney's fees.
It seems like he's had a very difficult life, but I did not cause the accident, so I cannot be at fault for anything that subsequently happened to him.
A judge threw out Sanderson's earlier $3.1 million lawsuit. Now he is seeking $300,000. Sanderson's daughter testified the retired eye doctor has never been the same since the collision, describing a man who is often confused and angry, citing this exchange with her sister.
He got right in her face and said F you, like screamed F you at her, which again, he doesn't talk like that and he doesn't raise his voice and scream. That was not the old Terry that I knew as a dad.
Sanderson, ski instructors, and Paltrow's 2 children, Moses and Apple, are expected to testify when court is back in session next week. Caroline Shively, Fox News.
68 million Americans are expected to place bets on March Madness games when it's all said and done. That's 18 million more people betting compared to last month's Super Bowl. Fox's Ashley Serino reports from Las Vegas.
Yeah, tomorrow kicks off the Elite Eight, and the game will be between the University of Connecticut and Gonzaga University. This will be the first year that Las Vegas is hosting a tournament game, believe it or not.
Well, March Madness is always one of the 2 biggest sports betting events of the year. American adults are going to bet as much as $15.5 billion throughout the course of this year's tournament.
The American Gaming Association reports over 56 million plan to participate in a bracket contest, 21.5 million plan to bet casually with friends, and 31 million plan to place a traditional sports wager. Many are betting for the first time this year.
We know Americans have always loved sports, and we also know that Americans have always bet on sports. It's only been recently that they've had access to legal, regulated sports betting in their markets.
That's because more states have legalized sports betting in recent years, including a total of 36 states and Washington, D.C.
You know, if we were having this conversation 5 years ago, only Nevadans or people visiting Las Vegas would have been able to bet legally on this tournament.
But for those wanting the Vegas betting experience, there are plenty of in-person options. The Sahara Las Vegas Hotel draws fans in with its sportsbook dining experience at Chickies and Pete's.
There aren't many sports books in the United States where you can get a Philly cheesesteak, a lobster roll, world famous crab fries.
And with a 10,000 square foot LED screen by the pool.
So when you have money on a game, you're going to be a little bit more engaged in it. You're going to want to watch a little bit longer. Sports betting is the ultimate engagement factor for a sporting event. We've known it for a long time here in Las Vegas, but now the rest of the world gets to see it.
In Las Vegas, Ashley Soriano, Fox News.
Conrad Supinski's in next with our full 5-day forecast.
It's our first Sunday of spring 2023, and temperatures were back in the 30s and 40s in some spots, close to 50s. Warm air will continue to stick around. How much warmer will it get, and when will cooler air return? I'll have the answers coming up.
Find meaningful work in direct care, no matter where you are in life.
The difference that you make in somebody else's life is absolutely incredible.
Visit mainjobs.care/WVII to learn more and make an impact through a compassionate career.
It would appear that the butler did it. But this isn't a whodunit film. It's a Nissan sales event. Now that's a killer deal. Good thing this Rogue has a VC turbo engine, unlike RAV4.
Get a low $299 per month lease on Rogue.
Catch these offers while you can.
Here at Twin City Tire and Service, you will be working with industry professionals. We have ASE certified master technicians and certified tire and lube technicians. If we need your vehicle for a duration of time, we offer a complimentary shuttle service and can even offer a loaner vehicle. Being a client at Twin City Tire and Service means that we will treat you right. This includes a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on mechanical repairs. We also provide you with 1 year of complimentary roadside assistance. Come see us today at Twin City Tire and Service in Brewer.
Here at the Eddington store, we have what you're craving. From Holton Dairy Farm products to our daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. Did I mention we have fresh cut meats? From hamburger to steaks and even fresh produce, we have what you're craving. And while you're here, don't forget your ice cream at the Dairy Bar and homemade whoopie pies. Are you low on fuel? We offer gas, diesel, and propane too. The Eddington store, we're more than your average convenience store. We look forward to seeing you.
Find meaningful work in direct care and improve the quality of life of others.
The right personality and character traits, in my opinion, to be a DSP is kind, caring, and understanding.
Visit mainjobs.care/WFVX to learn more and make an impact through a compassionate career.
Let me make this right.
You can tell me the truth.
Accused, Tuesday on Fox.
And welcome back, folks. Hopefully you had a wonderful weekend. I know today wasn't the nicest weather out, especially until those morning hours. Today we had some rain and snow. Mostly a rain event to now as temperatures are well above freezing, but mostly snow, mainly snow up north, Greenville into the Millinocket area with temperatures a lot colder than what we have going on here. But this system is rolling on out finally into Canada. Another little disturbance is hovering close to the Chicago area right now. That will not really be developing the next couple of days. Just a small little low pressure system in the region. So like I said, we're going to be clear the next couple of days. Maybe Tuesday afternoon, we might possibly see a couple of sprinkles in the region, maybe a flurry or two, but no accumulations there. Winds, though, have been finally calming down here in town. Bar Harbor, not too bad, but by the coast into Rockland, winds are a bit more on the breezy end, where wind gusts are closer to 25 miles per hour. We do have small craft advisories out till around 6 a.m. on Monday. Let's talk a little bit about temperatures. Lots of warm air down south. Look at D.C., 70 degrees, but Chicago, 40. South of that, St. Louis, 60s, 70s, even all the way down south. So lots of warm air. It's spring, so that's exactly what we're going to see here and there. That cold air fighting with that warmer air, and we're going to see a lot more temperature divides like that. Earlier today, though, 42 degrees in town, 45 in Bar Harbor, Millinocket, only in those mid-30s, and same story into the Greenville region. Our average high here in town should be hovering close to 44 degrees. Look at the next couple of days. Look at tomorrow, close to 50 degrees, near average by Wednesday. Then by Thursday, we cool down. We will have some colder air rolling on in mid-30s, but nicely rebounding once again Friday into Saturday, and once again into next Sunday. Tonight, though, temperatures will be hovering close to 31 degrees. Mostly cloudy skies, a pretty light breeze. Tomorrow, a beautiful day. It's really going to feel like a spring day outside. Temperatures close to 49 degrees. Partly cloudy skies and a light wind once again added the northwest at around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Our extended forecast outlook does show maybe a couple of sprinkles during the day on Tuesday. Overall, though, we will stay clear. Then Wednesday into Thursday and once again into Friday, lots of clear skies. So we will be under a dry weather pattern. Now, temperatures will be near average, even slightly above average, especially by tomorrow.
Thanks, Conrad. Sports is next with Ryan Sudol. Stay with us.
There's never been a better time to get away with a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted. With America's best warranty and up to 3 years complimentary maintenance. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Now's the time to get in and get away. Lease an all-wheel drive Tucson for $249 a month, including $500 lease bonus cash. See your Bangor Hyundai dealer.
Maine Commercial Solar offers a variety of services including solar systems design, sales, maintenance, and installation. Maine Commercial Solar can help you with existing or new systems. We offer packages for installation by others, or we can help you build your own solar array, smaller residential, or anything in between. Maine Commercial Solar is currently hiring in Herman for multiple positions. We offer competitive pay, a 3% IRA match, vacation, holiday time, and a family-oriented environment. If interested, please call Jason at 848-7486.
Autumn of Life Home Care is a great place to work. The team here provided me with all the opportunities and experience necessary to grow within the company, all while working around my busy college schedule. They provided all the necessary licensing and training. It truly was the job that kickstarted my career.
Autumn of Life Home Care in Brewer is a licensed agency with personal support specialists.
Let our compassionate, reliable, considerate caregivers make your life a little easier by providing assistance for you or your loved one.
Autumn of Life Home Care. We focus on you. Apply today.
Hanks Husqvarna is your full-line Husqvarna dealer with 2 convenient locations, 32 Old State Road in Carmel and 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport. Whether it's tractors and zero turns, chainsaws to trimmers, or pressure washers to snow blowers, everything is set up, serviced, and ready to go by our certified Husqvarna technician. And all sales are backed by our in-house Husqvarna warranty. For parts, service, or sales, stop in to Hanks Husqvarna, Carmel or Newport.
It's an epic new season with weekly themes and a special new twist.
What? Somebody's messing with us.
The Masked Singer, Wednesday on Fox.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's start with some baseball. Former UMaine pitcher and Brewer native Matt Pushard is entering his 2nd season in the minor leagues, and he is not about to let a sophomore slump happen to him. Take a look.
As a little kid, I've always wanted to play Major League Baseball, and it's really a dream come true.
Former UMaine pitcher and Brewer native Matt Pushard is entering his 2nd season in the minor leagues with the Miami Marlins organization.
It's really fun to be around guys that want the same qualities, that want the same type of outcome that you're trying to get.
Pushard appeared in 2 games last year with the Marlins rookie-level team, and he has become a much different player since then, especially through becoming more of a student of the game.
My biggest improvement is just my mental part of the game. There's a lot to learn about the game, and you'll learn something new every time that you step out on the field, which I think is what's giving me some stepping stones into the right direction.
Pushard is now working out with the Marlins single-A prospects, a lot of them, and he knows that in order to take further steps, he must stand out from the crowd.
You got to find something that sticks out from the rest of them. Extra running, or if it's being able to push yourself a little bit harder and just do everything to the fullest, because you never know when they can just pull that trigger and say, hey, we don't want you anymore.
But so far, so good. And a huge part of his drive to reach the majors is all of his former coaches believing in him, including Maine head coach Nick Durba.
If a coach harps on you, then he knows there's something special that you have to offer. With Coach Durba, I mean, he's always pushed me since day one. He's always known my potential. It's been on me to be able to apply that.
And apply it he has, having the rare distinction of being a born and raised Mainer playing pro baseball.
A lot of the guys will be like, hey, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm from Maine. They're like, oh, you're from up there? We don't know many guys that are from up that way. It's good to start putting Maine on the map and just show that we can produce really good athletes.
Okay, staying with Black Bear baseball now. On Friday, Maine baseball had a heartbreaking walk-off loss to St. Joe's in Game 1 of their weekend series. Saturday was Game 2. Let's see how it went. Talk about a contrast of games here. 17-12, the Black Bears pick up the win. The winning pitcher was Ryan Scott with 1.2 innings pitched and 1 earned run. But how about Quinn McDaniel and Jeremiah Jenkins? McDaniel 5 for 5, 7 RBIs and 2 home runs, and Jenkins 3 for 6, 6 RBIs and 2 home runs. The Black Bears would end up winning the game on Sunday, and they win the series 2-1. Okay, now let's stay onto the diamond and move over to softball. Husson had a doubleheader Saturday down in Biddeford against UNE for their first games up north of the year. Let's see how they turned out. Starting with Game 1, top of the 4th inning, no score. Kenzie Dorr at the plate for the Eagles, and she nails a base hit to left center. Olivia McCarty rounding the bases. She heads for home. The throw is not in time. RBI double, 1-0 Husson. Next batter, Tori Exel. She hits one into left. Dorr comes in to score. It's 2-0 Eagles. Bottom of the inning now. Nor'easters answer back. Abby Minor gets under McKenna Smith's pitch and drills it to right field. Forget about that. A solo shot to cut the lead 2-1. But in the top of the 7th, Tatiana Biambi at the plate. That goes into right center. It ends up a double that scores Kiara McLeod. It's 3-1 Eagles, and that would be the final. Husson takes game 1. Okay, now to game 2, top of the 2nd. Husson down 1-0. Jill Bassan lays down a nice bunt. It works to perfection as McLeod slides home, tied at 1 now. Okay, bottom 3, it's 2-1 Eagles. Abby Minor for UNE with the bases loaded. Grounder to Emily Rierick. Gets the force out at first, but Mackenzie Heron scores. It's tied at 2, but it would be all Eagles from there. Top of the 4th. Husson up 3-2. Kenzie Dorr again with the double. Morgan Tainer scores easily. McCarty rounding third. She'll come home as well. 5-2 Husson. Top of the 6th now. Hey, it's snowing. And it was raining runs for the Eagles all game. That from Biambi scores Bassan and Bulla McCabe. And it makes it 11-2. That would be the final. Eagles get the sweep. Just want to give a shout out to McKenna Smith for Husson. She pitched a complete game in game 1, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 16 strikeouts. Wow. Okay, let's stick with the Eagles and move to lacrosse. Husson Women's Lax had their home opener Saturday against Maine Maritime. Eagles looking for 3 wins in a row. Mariners looking to avoid losing 3 straight. First quarter, Husson down 2-1. Natalie Witten to Layla Martinez. She brings it from around the net and scores. One of her 5 in the game. It's 2-2. Second quarter, Mariners up 7-6 now. Amber Card up to Rebecca Karen, finds a charging Olivia Alejandro for the goal. What teamwork, 8-6 MMA. All square at 8 now. Did I mention there's still 8 minutes left in the half? Husson's Natalie Witten into Devin Viets, who scores on the doorstep. Husson retakes the lead. Finally, tied at 12, 20 seconds left in the half. MMA's Kira Maga takes the loose ball and scores. She's fired up. Mariners up 13-12 at the break, and they win it 22-19. Wow. And finally, speaking of wow, Husson men's lacrosse played SUNY Canton on the road in NAC action Saturday, and it was a thriller. Late second quarter, 6-4 Husson, Caden Goodnow to Alex Jacobs, and he scores. It's 6-5, 7-5 at the break. Fourth quarter now, Eagles up 10-8. Sean Line from the perimeter into Gunnar McAllister. He rips one into the net. It's 11-8 Husson, but then came the ruse. Under 30 seconds left in regulation. Canton down 11-10. Kyle Finger forces his way in, and he gets it to go while falling down. Tied up at 11, we go to overtime, and in double overtime. Matt Boynton for Husson from behind the net makes a nice move and gets the game winner to go. Husson wins a wild one over Canton, 12-11 in 2 OTs. Okay, breather. That's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. We'll be back right after the break.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The MyPillow guy.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, MyPillow 2.0.
Wow, it's so soft and smooth.
It's cool to the touch. How did you do that?
Well, we took MyPillow's patented fill and combined it with this new technology that we didn't have back then when I invented MyPillow to bring you the best pillow in history, MyPillow 2.0. Just like all of you, I never imagined that MyPillow could get any better. That's why I haven't changed it in nearly 20 years. Then I heard about a revolutionary new technology, and I knew I had to bring it to you all. MyPillow 2.0 is truly the next generation of MyPillow.
The MyPillow 2.0 is cooler and softer than the last MyPillow. It is so comfortable to sleep on at night. I look forward to going to bed, and I wake up well rested in the morning.
Sleep is all about temperature and height. MyPillow 2.0's patented adjustable fill is going to give you the exact individual support you need from your head to your bed. And now here's where it gets even better. We've all experienced those temperature-related sleep interruptions where you get too hot, you toss and turn, you flip your pillow over to the cool side. Well, all that's gone with my brand new MyPillow 2.0 cooling fabric that's made with temperature-regulating thread.
The best sleep just got even better. Whether you have a MyPillow or not, you need to get the brand new MyPillow 2.0. Call or go to MyPillow.com now. Use your promo code, and for a limited time when you buy one, you'll get a second one absolutely free.
You're sleeping even better.
And cooler, too.
And you're looking good.
Feeling good.
I knew you would.
Visit MyPillow.com.
Oh boy, she got another Wi-Fi device. Our network can't handle that.
What? It can't?
The router's gonna blow.
And what does that mean? We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die?
Not all Wi-Fi can be Spectrum Wi-Fi.
What's going on in there?
Spectrum Advanced Wi-Fi can handle up to 200 devices.
Goodbye, sweet world.
Get Wi-Fi you can rely on. Get Spectrum One.
Small-town farmers search for love in the heartland.
It's really hit me in the heart like this is real.
Farmer Wants a Wife, Wednesday on Fox.
Younger generations say they are willing to pay more money for better theater seats. A Morning Consult survey says that millennials and Generation Zers, 54% of millennials would pay $1 or $2 more for prime movie viewing, as well as 52% of Gen Zers and 36% of Gen Xers. But only 8% of baby boomers were very willing to do so. Some millennials and Gen Zers would also take discounts for less desirable seats. Another story we're bringing to you, Coldplay's Chris Martin gives Brazilian President Luiz Inácio and First Lady Jana Steiner guitar after an event in Rio de Janeiro. The president tweeting a photo of the special guitar saying he met with the Grammy Award-winning musician who is part of the organization. Global citizen Lola says they spoke with the environment and protecting the Amazon rainforest. Coldplay is currently on a world tour performing in Rio over the weekend. That's all for tonight. We hope you get a great rest of your evening. So we'll see you back here tomorrow night.
The housing market is a constant crisis phase, and in 2022, make sure you are the first to the closing table and get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience today.
Here at Garrett's Auto Sales, we believe in fair prices, superior service, and always treating the customer right. We have a fantastic selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from, with some priced under $10,000. All our vehicles come with a complimentary 30-day warranty and can be seen at garrettsauto.com. Come see us at Garrett's Auto Sales, where we focus on you, the customer. We're located just 2 miles from the Brewer Walmart on Route 1A. We look forward to meeting you.
Who can you call when you need immediate help, any time of day or night? Always giving you and your family peace of mind.
AAA's legendary roadside assistance is a network with over 50,000 vehicles that respond to more than 32 million assistance calls every year.
If something happens and we're broken down, my family's not going to be stranded.
There are so many benefits to membership, and AAA is there if you're locked out of your car, need a tow, run out of gas,